Hello everyone, I hope everyone watching is well. I just wanted to do a quick video today just to go over 3 misconceptions that I've got in my video comments and streams. People are coming in and they are telling me we're wrong about certain things we are doing with our strategies. So recently we've been doing a ton of tier 10 escalations. If you watch our live streams, you've been enjoying them with us. And you've been asking how we're doing it. So I've been releasing the videos of our builds, our strategy and things like that. And off the back of you guys wanting to know what we're doing. Now, the comments we're getting, I'm going to go over the first one because I'm not going to show no evidence of this in this video. But you can see for yourselves if you go back and watch any other streams for the last few weeks doing tier 10 escalation, or go to my second channel and just watch the runs in full there. This first one is refactor does not work on high tier escalation. This is something a lot of people are saying we shouldn't be running refactor. Now I'm going to show you the build that we have for our tier 10 escalations, and it is a refactor build, and I'd argue that it is working because we're farming them for fun. We've farmed thousands of cores the last few weeks. We're having a ton of fun, and this is a key part of us getting through our tier 10s. I'm not saying this is the best way to do it or anything like that. What I would say is we've just come up with our own strategies, what we like to do, how we can make it work for us as a group of friends, and this is what we've gone with. Now, FI also works. There's loads of other ways. If you're also farming tier 10s like we are, then whatever you're doing is right. But I think it's wrong to come and say that we're doing it wrong when we're also farming tier 10s for fun. Again, I'm not saying it's the most efficient way, but this is what we've come up with. Now, what people are saying is refactor doesn't work. So again, watch any other tier 10 escalation streams or the videos on the second channel. You'll see we are clearing tier 10 escalations, and we've just been farming DCD all week. We probably completed that hundreds of times, and this is the build we're using. And furthermore, what people are saying is that the drone turret combination, even if they agree refactor is the way to go, drone and turret combination doesn't work because they only last seconds on the field. Our argument there is drone and turret are actually key to the build for us and how we use them. Where like with a future initiative, it's all about healing your team. With this refactor build, it's not so much about healing your team as your primary focus. What you're doing with this is you're finding, as you keep on running and repeating the missions, you're finding the best location for the turret to help with the ad control. It's kind of like a decoy as well. And with the drone, what you're doing with that is, yeah, you put it out to get your squad heals and stuff. But if there's like a primary target that's really annoying, I can think on DCD, the yellow machine gunners. On the last boss, for example, they like to go up on the stairs on DCD. And when they're there, they're a nightmare. So what we do is we get the refactor to get the drone over there. It'll bring it out of cover so we can kill it, or at least move it off the top of the stairs so he can't shoot at us as much as he wants to. And that's how we use it. That drone sometimes lasts seconds, but it's done its job. And yeah, you do need to be careful of the pulse enemy. There's a lot of team strategy. If you see a pulse enemy, you'll get them gone quick because they're going to take out your skills and things like that. So a lot of strategy evolved around using this refactor and how we use it, but it does work and we use it a lot. And the cooldowns are quite low on the turret and drone. So when they do get destroyed, they come back quite quick. And with this season's modifiers and the overload modifier, you can overcharge is what I'm trying to find there. You can overcharge yourself all the time, bring your skills back even quicker. So it's great. It really does work. So people saying that it doesn't work, I'd say that you just do it a different way. And I think our way works as well. I'm not going to argue whose is most efficient. No, each to their own and have fun with that. But I do want to make it very clear for people that are watching us, we do use refactor. It is working, and all the evidence is there in our streams. You know, it works, but go with whatever you want to go with. Now, the next two things I'm going to discuss are, I'm going to show you evidence now. And the other two things people have been saying is that what we'll do, I'll go back to the build again. There's two things we use on this build where people are also questioning, and that is the lefties sledgehammer. We're going to go over this first. A perfect sledgehammer. We use sledgehammer all the time. We'll say sledge a spawn or sledge a tanky enemy so we can do extra damage to the enemy. And I get this misconception because the talent itself reads wrong. Now, a few years back, they made a lot of changes, and in the PTS, they nerfed sledgehammer, and it was only going to work from the person throwing a grenade. So you'd have to throw your own grenade to proc sledge, and you'd get the extra damage. It used to be 40% to armor, now it's 20% to armor, but before that PTS ended, they reverted it. They kept the 20% instead of 40%, but it still worked for your group. And they were meant to make the mosquito work for your group, but that reverted back to just working for yourself. So the thing is, it's still worded wrong. For whatever reason, they haven't changed the wording. So I get this one, okay? This misconception, it says here, targets will mark, targets with mark will take 20% more damage to armor from the agent that applied the mark. So it does say that it's only from the agent that applied the mark, but it's incorrect wording. And I'm going to show you the evidence of this now. Okay, now what I'm going to do, we need an enemy with armor. I also need a friend ready to throw sledge, so thank you, Rip, for doing this. Now this enemy has armor. I'm just going to use my sidearm with no striker stacks here. You can see what crit we're going to get. 1.2. 1.2. Nice consistent crit, 1.2. I'm going to shoot Rip, and he's going to sledge that target for us. And you're going to see how much the damage goes up when it's sledged. So it's now sledged, 1.5, 1.5. Nice consistent 1.5. And once that sledge has run out, he'll go back to 1.2. But I think he's sledging again for us. He's keeping his sledge. But you've seen that. It went from 1.2 to 1.5 with sledge. Sledge is definitely working for your team. You can see it there. It's only going to work on armor though. It ain't going to work on health or anything like that. But you can still use sledge for your squad. It's still effective. Your squad are going to do more damage to sledged enemies. So there's the proof. It definitely works. We've had this back and forth exchange about sledge for a few months on the channel. It's not just now that this is a thing, but a lot of people think it doesn't work for the squad, and I get that because it's worded like that, but it does work for the squad. Make sure you're taking advantage of sledge because sledge is OP. Now, the next thing that people are saying, I just want to confirm as well, Rip is using that build right now. There's no survivalist on there. I'm not getting any other extra damage from what he is doing, okay? So, yeah, that was from the sledge. But the next thing we are using that people are saying that don't work on our refactor build is the Empathic Resolve talent. So, Empathic Resolve, repairing an ally increases their total weapon damage and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds. And it's 1 to 7 to self. And that's judged by how many skill tiers you have. So if you've got 6 skill tiers, you are going to be giving your squad 15% more damage every time you heal them. And people are saying that this doesn't work on refactor because you're not using repair skills, you're using skill damage. That's incorrect. I know it says repairing an ally, but it doesn't say anything about having to use repair skills. It just says repairing an ally, and it does work. I'm going to show you how this works now, exactly the same as what we've just done, okay? So again, with nothing here, it's 1.2. Rip is now going to start doing damage to it. And I am going to damage myself. And when I'm healing, you'll see the Empathic Resolve proc underneath my HUD there, the blue cross. The blue cross is saying I've got the Empathic Resolve buff. And when I shoot now, you'll see it's 1.4 instead of 1.2. Okay, 1.5 on that one. Now, when I lose that cross, which will go in 20 seconds when I stop getting healed, you'll see it goes back down to 1.2. I'll lose that damage. It's gone now. So now I'm at 1.2 crits again because I'm not taking advantage. Oh, 1.3 is there. But I'm not taking advantage of the Empathic Resolve. So let's damage ourselves again. Let's get the Empathic Resolve. You see the blue cross. And all of a sudden, 1.4s, 1.5s. So Empathic Resolve does work on the refactor. You do give your team more damage when you heal them with your skills. Sledgehammer does work on the refactor, or on anything, on the lefty, whatever sledgehammer you've got on, that does work for your squad. And the refactor does work in tier 10s. Go check out all my videos and streams. We've been having a lot of fun with it. So I hope that video has been helpful for all those people that have been questioning all of that. Some of you have been questioning like an adult, which has been great. Some of you have been very rude about it. But I feel like that's everything I got to say about it now, and I don't think there's anything more I can give you. I'm sure there'll be further comments and questions. If there are, do post them down below. Don't forget to like the video as well. I would really appreciate the support. Subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching this, and until next time, take care.